Brad, how the hell are you, man? It's good to hear from you.
Yeah, doing well. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. Now, did you find headphones or are you off headphones?
Nah, off, but I might go camera in a minute. It's hard to hear on the speaker.
Oh, okay. Okay. No problem. Just let me know, man. I'll pull up the other one.
No, that's all right. No problem.
So, what's new and exciting?
Well, it's hot, as always.
Did you have a question by chance, or do you want to talk about content promotion?
Yeah, I think it's more about just the content promotion and what I do. I mean, initially the channel started just doing videos, just us just traveling around up here, and I found they weren't getting a lot of traction view-wise, which, you know, looking back at it now, it makes lots of sense as to why. So that's why I then diversified, I guess, and started doing different stuff, you know, doing drone-only videos, doing 360-only videos, you know, doing that sort of stuff to open up eyes on the channel, I guess.
Yeah, and I think that's actually that's a point I didn't hit, which I probably should have, and that is looking at feedback. You've got to look at the marketing feedback and the cycle, and when something's not working, you've got to make adjustments. Everything okay over there?
And I think part of it as well was, like, I'm not in it to get money out of YouTube. I'm in it just to have some fun, put some videos out, you know, just general, learn a new skill as in video editing and all that sort of stuff. So for me, I'm not keen on that, but it is nice to see views coming in and comments and subscribers, but it's not my, you know, it's not my be all and end all. But you know, changing what I did opened up so many avenues for promotion and to get the channel out there. Oh yeah.
And that's not uncommon. In fact, when I'm talking about marketing in general, a lot of times we'll start out the other way around. We'll start out broad. Let's say it's a shoe manufacturer. You know, we'll start out not completely broad, but we won't hone in on specific models or something until we see what the numbers show us. What you're talking about is trying something first and loving that sort of feedback, but then realizing that you can broaden it and appeal to a larger audience.
Yeah.
Yep. And
even sort of finding variances on the audience as well is, you know, I think that I like that sort of a challenge, you know, not just smashing the link into every drone forum I can find, but, you know, is there a local thing up here like in Darwin that I can publicize the video into, you know, that sort of, you know, showcases the area more than showcasing, you know, that it's a drone video. So that sort of stuff is where I find that a challenge, and I like trying to find new ways to get it out there.
Yeah, and I think that was brilliant to kind of change focus from, because you've got that in your pocket. I don't know how many drone pilots or even drone content creators you've got in that area. That to me sounds like the perfect niche, right? You're alone in the field.
There's a couple of guys up here that I've found and stumbled across on YouTube, but I think they just enjoy just, you know, sticking a video out there, and that's sort of the extent of it. Any traffic they get is a bonus.
So they're.
But I like.
Go ahead.
I do like trying to chase those views though, but I don't like chasing those. I don't know. I'm a complicated person, I think, sometimes when it comes to YouTube.
Oh man, you don't have to tell me. You know, I am too. And by the way, viewed this as you've never looked so good.
Tell them I brushed my hair.
I like how you've shaped your voice bubble, man. That's awesome.
But the good thing it's like, once again, the good thing is like I said, finding variation. So I've done, I've found a lot of non-English speaking sites to promote the videos onto, such as VK, OK, and Weibo, and I think so. VK is Russian. I think OK is Russian. Weibo, I think, is Japan, China. I've found a lot of various different sites, and I'm lucky because there's no speaking on my videos, so I can get away with promoting them, and all the people are doing are watching the visual side of it, not having to listen to the audio. So I like I said, I try doing different things, different avenues to get eyes on the channel.
That's really cool, and that's actually a good lesson for a lot of folks who may feel like they're in a rut from a content promotional strategy. If because you never know where your audience is going to come from. I don't know that mine would port that well. But I can see a whole bunch of people in the chat where some of theirs really would, especially if you worked on translations.
So Scott Fichter did a great video a little while back, which is how to use YouTube to auto-translate your videos, obviously into English. You then clean up that file and make sure that what you're saying is what the text replies back with. And then you download that file, take it into a translation site, and let that site translate all that into different languages. I do have a couple of videos where I do have a bit of speaking, or I do have something which I want translated. I've translated like into 10 different languages in 5 minutes and got that up. Does it help me? I don't know, but it does help, I guess, with the promotion side of it. I can go to those sites and offer them a translated version of my video to be able to watch.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to feign ignorance here. When you supply several translations, because I haven't tried that on this channel, I didn't think it would work, and I'm thinking, well, yeah, it might work now. But do you see any? Is that segmented out in your analytics?
Yeah, you can see if someone picks a different
language,
subtitle or closed caption.
Okay.
I think it's got two words but the same thing. But yeah, you can see if someone has toggled the translation to another one, because I've done it on a few times where I've watched the video back myself, and changed it just to see what the analytics. It does show, what language they're watching.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I knew some of that, but like I said, I haven't done it myself, but I thought it was available, and it's good to hear that it is, especially for those people who it may be very pertinent at this point.
If you got a short video, 5-10 minutes sort of thing, give it a shot. I mean, what's the worst it's going to do? It's going to take up another 20 minutes of your time sort of doing a translation. But that's the extent of it. No different to what you're doing now. Like I said, once you get that file, that English version of the file spot on, yeah, you might get a few words wrong in Russian. And then I've done that once before where when I do the Russian sites, I translate to Russian my description and all that sort of stuff, and then post that into the channel. I think it's somehow translated to go and get on the bus or something like that. And some Russian guy picked me up on it, and he's like, "Hey, Google Translator, huh?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you got me."
Oh well, you and about every Chinese product manufacturer who are writing manuals, I guess.
Yeah, aren't they great?
I've never understood how they, fine, run them through a translator, but for the love of Christ, find somebody who speaks the language to proofread.
Yeah, that's a good one. But I've got a video that's still, I haven't released it yet. I'm just sitting there on the channel waiting. But part of the video is I've flown around an area, and what I do is I try to give the history of the area in the subtitles. So I'm trying to trick a bit of interaction with the video, if that makes sense. And I fly around, and in the bottom of it's like, this used to be an old army area, actually, in the subtitles. And I thought about hard coding it into the video video. But then I thought, well, no, if someone doesn't want to watch the words, they just want to watch the video. How am I going to get them to turn it off? So I put the subtitles in. They can turn it off or on, but also, like I said, it's a trick to try and get an interaction back with the video, which I believe YouTube does like.
Yes.
But I've also now translated all those subtitles into different languages as well.
Interesting.
So you can watch it back in Russian and see the Russian subtitle come up for what I'm trying to explain is happening in the area. Whether it works or not, I don't know. But it's something different.
Well, how long have you been doing this, Brad?
I've done there's a couple of videos where I've done it, and I definitely always translate my title and description into different languages as well.
Well, yeah, but how long have you actually been doing that? Because I know you've been creating for a while. When did you start doing the translations?
What about the last? I think about the last 3 or 4. I'll have to look at it and confirm, but I'll have to look at it. But I think I've sort of snuck it in occasionally.
Well,
but not really advertised it.
Yeah. Well, it'd be really interesting to see how the data falls out on those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to work out when to release that next video. But I think I did it even with the Soul. I think I did it with the Solar Cast. I don't know. I'm not 100% on that. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely look at different things and different sites. There a lot of sites I don't. The traffic from it might be, 1 or 2 views, but you never know. I found I use a program called, an app on my phone, I think it's called Hello, Hello.
Mm-hmm.
There's another one called Minds, Minds, which I've promoted in. Trending, Trinding. I've sort of started doing it in that.
Mm-hmm.
Drum It Up, DRUMM. But the trouble with Drum It Up is to link a video, you have to watch 2 other videos on the site and like and comment and all that sort of stuff. So I don't use that one as often. But there's lots of different things out there to promote on. Facebook is great. Like I've only just got on Facebook the last month or so after being black banned from it.
One of these days we're gonna have a show wrapped all the way around that one, Brad.
yeah, that's an interesting one. But like just all the drone forums that are there. I think I got for the last video I did where I was flying around at Wago Beach or whatever it was called, the military one. I got that up to that video got up to like 800 views in 2 days. Now for me that's not normal, but because of the Facebook side of things, then smashed it into Reddit groups and drone forums as well. There's heaps of drone forums which Jim hopefully knows about. He's doing his videos in there. I get that up to 800 views in a couple of days. Now, whether they're quality views though, that's the other side of it. That's the downside sometimes of the promotion. Is yes, you get a +1 on a view, but you're getting 30 seconds, 35 seconds on a watch.
Mm-hmm.
And that sort of stuff, I guess, kills you a bit too.
Well, and I've said this for a long time that those of us who are doing video creation, whether it's it could be any of the platforms, but specifically YouTube, it's always a good idea to have a Google Analytics account, not AdWords, but Analytics account tied straight to your YouTube channel. That way, you can actually start parsing some of that information, especially when you've got a different source. When someone hits your video from one of those forums, for instance, you'll see what their behavior was from that forum and kind of gauge how valuable or not valuable that actually was. So
I think I've got that set up. I need to sit down with you one day and have you walk through me to make sure I've got it right. So,
okay.
but yeah, that's that's the downside, I guess, is the promotion is you get useless watch time out of it sometimes.
That's true. That is true. It's part and parcel of the game, though. It's it's up to us to both get them there and to keep them there.
Yeah, and actually, that's a good trick that I learnt the other day. Is you don't share the actual video link, you share the link of the video in a playlist.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
It does make sense. Yeah.
So rather than sharing the link to the video, which only gives you that view of that one-off video, and then they could disappear off into the YouTube abyss because of up next, you go into a playlist that you've got that video in, you copy the link from that, and then it keeps that viewer inside that playlist.
Or it can, yes. Yeah,
so
I've
tried that a couple of times.
That's a good tip. That is a really good tip. And it's better than embedding as well. Because once you have somebody watch a video on someone else's property, it doesn't get as much love, as I understand it, from YouTube as it does if you get them over to the platform, because that's really what they want. They want eyes on the platform at all times. That's where they make their money.
Yes.
So, well, dude, we could probably talk about this all night.
Have you got someone else?
I do. I've got your bro, Jim from Above and Beyond Drones wants to talk.
What I'll do, give me 2 seconds. I'll put the camera on and I'll show you what's on it here. Because I think, is Chrissy in the chat?
Chrissy is in the chat.
I'll put the camera on for a second so she can see what's going on around here, because she likes to see what's going on. So give me a sec.
All right. You let me know. Oh, there it is.
Let me flip. How's that?
Oh, man, it's beautiful. That is beautiful. That's the big.
So we're in the. I've been down here a couple of times, but so we're in the middle of the build up. So we're starting to build up to the wet season, which is why you're starting to get clouds.
That is nice, man.
The next couple of months, it's going to start raining up here in the middle of summer, and raining very hard. So that's why we're getting clouds now.
Oh.
But other than that, it's still 35 degrees and bloody hot.
Bloody hot. That's Celsius, folks, for those of you who didn't do the math.
What's that, about 92, I think, Fahrenheit? 95, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I've never been good at that conversion. 90 is, yep, 90 is hot, though.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, though, man. I envy you. We're in the middle of 50 degrees Fahrenheit on average per day.
I can see that.
Yeah. Here I am in my light fleece, but starting to see the leaves change and all that kind of thing. Actually, they've exploded in the last couple of days.
I don't even have any cool weather clothes anymore. It's just that hot up here.
Wow.
I think I've left them all in Brisbane, to tell you the truth.
Well, it does get cold there, doesn't it?
Well, cold in Brisbane is still, 20 degrees every day.
And that translates to
20, 40, 70.
70? That's nice.
I think to work it out, you double it and add 30. So it's around that 70, 75. So Brisbane's not exactly cold either.
Yeah. No, those are my ideal temps, though. Right in the 70 range.
Yeah. Well, come to Brisbane.
One of these days, man. One of these days.
Give me 8 months to move back and you come over.
Is it 8 months now?
Yeah, July.
Oh, cool, man. Cool. Well, best of luck on that. I hope it works out. I know it didn't work out last time, but I know you want to go back.
I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what they're doing. They're talking about making Susan fly in, fly out, so I don't know how that's going to work.
Oh, yeah. No, thank you.
Anyway.
Well, thanks for the second tour, man. That is beautiful.
So next time I'll get down the main street, I'll see if I can do an interview with someone just for the hell of it.
That would be fun. Oh, maybe I'll have another one of those Ask Jim Anything shows, and then you can be my my correspondent.
Oh, that'd be a hoot.
It would. Would you like to ask Jim anything? Brad, thanks, man, for coming on and for those actually valuable tips. I'm actually going to look more into translations now, just for whenever I have the time, just for the fun of it and nothing else. But who knows? I may put it into practice, dude.
Yeah, give it a shot.
I will. All right, buddy. Have fun. We'll talk to you soon.
I'll be back at Boston in a sec.
All right.
See ya.
Bye-bye.